There's only 7 minutes remaining in the Tournament of Power, which means that this arc is almost over. But before it's over, you have Gohan versus Dyspo. You also have Dyspo versus Frieza, and Frieza helping out Gohan. You also have Jiren versus Goku and Vegeta. But as I'm watching this preview, I'm wondering, where is Android 17 and where is Topo? They don't appear at all in the episode 124 preview, so we're gonna talk about that and more. So hola mi gente, my name is Oppai Senpai, and for today I usually talk about the animators and the staff for the upcoming episodes, but I'm gonna skip that today. Let me know if you guys want to see that again in the upcoming episodes or not. So Frieza versus Dyspo, this is happening in the beginning of the episode. Frieza appears to be struggling, but he's just kind of more like he sees Dyspo as a nuisance than that. So as he's fighting Dyspo, we do have confirmation by the Animage magazine spoilers that came out last week that Frieza makes a proposal to Dyspo. Basically, Frieza goes to Dyspo and he tells him, quote, "If Universe 11 wins, please use the Super Dragon Balls to resurrect me. Promise me that, and I'll have no problem cooperating with Universe 11. So that is coming straight from Frieza according to the Anime scans. The actual quote may slightly change to be slightly different with the wording that they use, but it's gonna be pretty much that. Now obviously Frieza is lying to him, he doesn't actually mean it. So let's continue. Now this shot right here, Dyspo is doing this new attack we haven't seen before from him, and it looks almost like the halo that Frieza has above his head. I found that hilarious, but this may actually be an equivalent to the destruction that's done by Krillin, and obviously the one that Goku used in episode 123. I think that's what it is, but Toei Animation is trying to fool you here, because while Dyspo does this attack, right, he throws it. Obviously he's throwing it at either Frieza or at Frieza and Gohan. Then you see this attack or this shot. I think these are two different shots. We see green around the screen. With the times that we've seen green in the Tournament of Power have usually been with Android 17, and keep in mind that this preview doesn't show Android 17 or Topo. So what I think this is I think this is a different shot at a different time, but it is actually Android 17 and Topo. However, there is something to counter my argument. Now Dyspo is actually up in the air, and as he throws the attack, the next frame also shows the attack coming from above the rocks and above in the air. So this could actually be coming from Dyspo, but again, I think this is actually coming from Android 17 against Topo, unless somehow Dyspo joins and fights. So it's weird. We'll see what happens. Now Jiren is still powering up in episode 124, and he's gonna go even higher than we've seen him before. He's gonna be, spoilers guys, he's gonna be defeating Goku and Vegeta. It's not gonna be good for them. Now, that doesn't mean that they're gonna get eliminated from the Tournament of Power, but he's just going to beat them down. So that is the spoilers that I have for you guys. And obviously Vegeta has his new transformation. What's funny is that even though Vegeta has a new transformation, his aura is less than half the size of Goku when Goku is in his Kaioken transformation form, his Kaioken technique above Super Saiyan Blue. So now the question is Vegeta's perfected, or Vegeta's new Super Saiyan transformation, is that Super Saiyan Blue, or is that more similar to Mastered Super Saiyan Blue where he has more ki control? We'll find out next week, hopefully, but there's no guarantee. So Jiren is doing some attacks, right? Goku is fighting. Let's move on from that. Now you got Frieza doing some attacks, some ki blasts, and so is Gohan. So what I think is happening here is, first of all, we see a new power up from Dyspo, and Dyspo seems to have the same aura as Beerus. Very interesting. Could it be that in the past Dyspo was considered as a god of destruction? Maybe not. But could it also be that Dyspo and Beerus do in fact come from the same race, but then again they are from different universes? Now it appears that there's no confirmation on this, but it is very likely that the gods of destructions used to be mortals. That is why people like Jiren have surpassed the god of destruction from his universe. People like Vegeta and Goku have been offered the role. So all the evidence points to that, to the fact that the gods of destruction were actually previously mortals, and then they were ascended and were given the role of god of destruction. Unlike the angels, who were born gods, who were born deities, and also the Kais, but the god of destructions may have been mortals in the past. So very possible that this boy is actually stronger than he appears. Now, you see this right behind Dyspo, you can see different versions of him. This could either be an art direction or art style that the animators decided to do, but it could also be very similar to how in episode 122, as Vegeta was watching the fight of Goku versus Jiren, even though Jiren was moving at really fast speeds, Vegeta was able to kind of see through that and was able to predict his attacks. So likewise, it is very possible that either Gohan or Frieza, I think likely is Gohan. Gohan is actually seeing through Dyspo, and he's actually seeing through his movements, and is going to be able to predict his movements. And that is why, that is my explanation as to how Gohan is able to match up against Dyspo. So the teamwork that Gohan and Frieza are doing is this. Frieza is putting up some sort of laser around them so that they can't really escape. It's almost like a mini arena within an arena. Gohan is landing hits on Dyspo, but Dyspo is still putting up a fight against Gohan. Now the power scaling in this episode is a little bit weird, unless it's what I told you guys, which is Gohan is able to read through his movements. If that's not the case, then the power scaling here is a little bit weird, because we have seen Gohan at his full power in previous episodes. In the episode against Anirasa, for example, against Universe 3, but we haven't seen Dyspo at his full power, and it seems that we are seeing it in episode 124. So how is Gohan, who we previously seen him at his full power, how is he putting up a fight against Dyspo? I think is the explanation that I gave you guys. Now, the last thing is gonna be this. So after, okay, so two more things. Number one, you got Frieza and Gohan having a moment. All I think this is very simple. I think they are talking about back in a few episodes ago when they actually fought against each other. And I think that Gohan is either, first of all, I think this is happening after Dyspo gets eliminated. I think Dyspo is going to get eliminated in episode 124. That's my prediction. And I think this is happening afterwards. And I think here Gohan is actually telling Frieza, hey, I don't like you at all. You know, you killed a lot of people, but let's crush some beef. I respect you to a certain degree. I think they're having a moment. That's all it is. All right. So let's move on to the last shot, which is this. It almost looks like Beerus, and I actually thought that was Beerus for a second. I had to pause and go back. The eyes, the way he's animated with his face, the aura. It looks like Beerus, but it is not. So you guys let me know in the comments below. Here's my question to you guys. Do you think that the gods of destruction were previously mortals, or do you think that they were born gods? Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you guys later tonight for the next video.
Subscribe to Anime Live Reactions for more. Share this video with your friends.